Teta's dream. The little girl who reached for the sky. Teta was a bright and ambitious baby girl who lived with her loving parents in a small, bustling village. From the moment she could speak, Teta had a spark in her eyes and a curious mind that always sought to explore the world around her. One sunny afternoon, as her mother carried her on her back while walking home from the market, Teta's attention was suddenly captured by a loud, rumbling sound above. She tilted her tiny head back and saw a magnificent aircraft soaring across the sky, leaving a trail of white clouds behind it. Her eyes widened in awe, and she pointed at the plane, babbling excitedly. "Mama, what is that?" Teta asked, her voice filled with wonder. "That's an airplane, my love," her mother replied with a smile. "I want one," Teta declared, her tiny fists clenching with determination. Her parents chuckled at her innocence, but couldn't help noticing the genuine fascination in her eyes. From that day on, Teta's love for aircraft only grew stronger. She would often gaze at the sky, hoping to catch a glimpse of another plane. When she started school, her passion for aviation became even more evident. During art class, while the other children drew houses, trees, or animals, Teta always drew airplanes. Her sketches were simple at first, just a few lines and circles, but as she grew older, her drawings became more detailed and intricate. Her bedroom walls were soon covered with her artwork, each piece a testament to her unwavering dream of flying. Teta's parents were supportive, but they didn't know how to help their daughter achieve such an ambitious dream. That's when her uncle stepped in. Uncle Kofi, a well-traveled man who worked in the city, visited the family one weekend and noticed Teta's drawings. He was amazed by her talent and determination. "Teta," he said, kneeling to her level, "do you really want to become a pilot?" "Yes, Uncle Kofi. I want to fly high in the sky, just like the airplanes I see," Teta replied, her eyes shining with excitement. Uncle Kofi smiled and turned to her parents. "This child has a dream, and we must help her achieve it. I will support her education and make sure she has everything she needs to become a pilot." From that day on, Uncle Kofi became Teta's biggest supporter. He bought her books about aviation, took her to air shows, and even arranged for her to visit a local airport, where she saw planes up close for the first time. Teta's heart raced as she watched the pilots in their uniforms, and she knew without a doubt that she wanted to be just like them. As Teta progressed through school, she developed remarkable qualities that set her apart. She was disciplined, hard-working, and always eager to learn. Her teachers admired her focus and determination, and her classmates looked up to her as a role model. Teta was also kind and generous, always willing to help others with their studies or share her knowledge about aviation. When Teta reached secondary school, she joined a science and technology club, where she excelled in subjects like physics and mathematics. Her dream of becoming a pilot was no longer just a childhood fantasy. It was a goal she was actively working toward. With Uncle Kofi's guidance, she applied to a prestigious aviation school after graduating. The day Teta received her acceptance letter was one of the happiest moments of her life. She hugged her parents and Uncle Kofi, tears of joy streaming down her face. "I'm going to be a pilot," she exclaimed. At aviation school, Teta's passion and dedication only grew stronger. She worked tirelessly, mastering the technical skills required to fly an aircraft. During her internship, she had the opportunity to take the controls of a small plane for the first time. Her heart soared as the plane lifted off the ground, and she felt a sense of freedom she had always dreamed of. Teta loved sharing her journey with her parents and friends. She often sent them photos of herself in the cockpit, wearing her pilot's uniform and smiling proudly. Each picture was a reminder of how far she had come and how close she was to achieving her dream. Years later, Teta graduated from aviation school as a fully licensed pilot. Her parents and Uncle Kofi were there to celebrate her achievement, their hearts bursting with pride. Teta's dream had finally become a reality, and she knew that her journey was just beginning. As she boarded her first commercial flight as a co-pilot, Teta looked out at the runway and smiled. She remembered the little girl who had once pointed at the sky and declared, "I want one." Now she was the one flying high, inspiring others to chase their dreams, no matter how big they seemed. Teta's story was a testament to the power of ambition, hard work, and the unwavering support of loved ones. And as her plane soared into the clouds, she knew that the sky was no longer the limit. It was just the beginning.